grade 11 students. I am Maria Francia Joy Obagaina from the District of Hasaan, Division of Misamis Oriental, Northern Mindanao. You can call me Ma'am Franz, and I am your teacher in reading and writing for today. So how's your day? Is it good so far? I hope all is well. For today, we are going to discuss a new lesson. Before we proceed, let us have first a recap of the previous lesson. Who among you can recognize the different types of purposeful writing in the discipline? Now please identify if each question is a book review or article critique, literature review, research report, project proposal, or position paper. Ready? The answer is article critique. Did you get it? Great! Next. The answer is literature review. Very good. Next. The answer is very good. Research review. Next. The answer is correct. Project proposal. Next. The answer is correct. Position paper. Wow, what a great job! Today, we will be discussing about composing professional correspondence. Today's lesson is composing professional correspondence. By the end of this lesson, you are expected to identify the unique features and requirements in composing professional correspondence. To help you understand better this lesson, let us start from the writing of resume. Please watch this video. Resume formats. When you apply for a job or for any work, hiring administrators, like the managers, usually require applicants to submit a resume. To give them an overview of yourself, you need to know the different formats in making a resume so that it fits their standard. There are 3 types of resume format for you to follow.
Choosing the right resume format is a critical part of building a great resume, which is why we're here to help you find the format that works best for you. The most common format is the chronological resume. This format lists your work history from your current or most recent job to your next most recent job, and so on. Each entry includes your job title, company name, and dates of employment, along with your tasks and achievements. This format is a great all-around choice for most job seekers. It's clear, reliable, and popular with employers. Another format is the functional resume, also known as a skills-based resume. This format highlights your skills, tasks, and job titles without revealing the dates of your job history. It's important to note that many hiring managers do not like this format because they can't use it to gauge your longevity or how recently you've used certain skills. Nevertheless, the functional resume may work well if you are changing careers, or if you have gaps in your employment history. However, if you take the functional resume and add dates to the job history, then you have the much more popular combination resume. The combination resume combines the two previous formats by listing job skills and experience while also providing dates of employment. This format works well for many types of job seekers, such as those who have a diverse skill set, are trying to change careers, or have a steady work history. Employers like this format because it focuses on skills and experience while providing a clear timeline of your job history. Choosing the right format is a big part of making your resume effective, so take the time to find the type that presents you in the best light possible.
Again, what are the 3 types in writing a resume?
There are 3 types of CV formats used today. Here they are. Chronological CV. This format is the most used today as it is easy to read and clearly defines the job seeker's work progression over the years. In other words, it does not hide anything. Most recruiters are happy when they receive such kind of CVs. Functional CV. This format is used when job seekers have gaps in their work career, and to hide that, they prefer to focus on their skills and achievements. This happens when job seekers are frequently shifting to different careers. Recruiters actually are skeptical when they receive such a format. Thus, the CV must be well written to grab the attention of the recruiter from the beginning. Combined CV. This CV is usually longer than the other 2 because it combines both chronological and functional CV formats. Thus, the CV must clearly highlight the factual information about the job seeker, including both work progression and strengths. Recruiters should be able to quickly learn what they need about the person looking for the job, just by skimming through the combined CV prepared. CV writing needs both time and effort to work hand by hand to prepare a clear format with decent content. Whatever kind of format you choose, we suggest you clearly and precisely define yourself and ensure that your CV is a reflection of who you are.
Awesome! Now let us proceed on how to write the resume and discuss what are its parts.
Do you want a resume that gets employers to call you? Here's what to include on your resume so that your phone starts ringing. At the top of the resume is your contact information. This section defines who you are. Contact information includes your name, location, phone, email, and links to other online content. For your location, provide just the city and state. New mapping technology can give the employer more information than they need. Use a phone number where you can be reached. Make sure your voicemail message is professional and always return calls within 24 hours. Your email address can say a lot about you. Keep it professional. Include links to online content as long as that information is professional and up to date. The next part of the resume is the job objective. This section defines the job you are applying to. It anchors the resume, so anything that follows needs to support your ability to do that specific job. Remember the old job objective that said absolutely nothing? Leave that off and use the job title listed on the job advertisement. If there is not a specific job title, use a functional area. The next section is the summary. Given that recruiters and hiring managers spend less than 15 seconds reviewing each resume they see, you need a way to grab the reader's attention. Use the job description to help you identify what the employer wants. Include job-specific skills, which are the tools and technologies used specifically for that position. Include transferable skills, which you have acquired throughout your life that are applicable to this position. And use personal qualities. How would you describe yourself to the employer? The next section of the resume is work experience. This section defines when and where you have done the skills requested for that job. Remember that you do not need to include your entire work history. Include only relevant experience. Keep the content recent. Present your experience using action words in the past tense. And demonstrate results. Think about how you saved time, saved money, or made money for your past employers. Typically, the last section of the resume is education. How do your educational credentials support your ability to do this job? Include relevant education and include dates if the education is recent, meaning in the last 3 to 5 years. Now that you have a better understanding of the 5 parts of a resume, take a look at your resume and see if you are on track to creating a marketing flyer that will get your phone to ring.
This time, we will discuss the employment application letter.
Employment application letter is a one-page letter, also referred to as the job application letter or cover letter, attached to the resume when applying for jobs. The purpose of writing the employment application letter is to highlight the applicant's experiences and personal qualities for him to be considered for an interview schedule, as well as with the available job position. There are different letter formats in writing an application for employment. Now, who among you can identify the different formats in writing an application for employment? Here it is. It is the most common layout used in writing cover letter, and this format, all parts are justified to the left. The answer is full block format. Did you get it? Great! A type of format where applicant's address, complementary clause, signature, and sender's identification is shifted to the right side. Note that the first sentence in the body or in each paragraph is not indented. The answer is modified block format. Did you get the correct answer? All right! The list format and almost the same with the modified full block. However, the difference is that the first sentence in each paragraph is indented. The answer is semi-block format. Did you get it? Awesome! The following are components of a letter in writing application for employment. Again, there are 5 components of a letter when you are writing an application for employment. There are also tips in writing an application for employment. Here it is.
Every resume should have a great cover letter to go with it. It's what a hiring manager will see first, so it's important to make sure your cover letter is effective and easy to read. Here are a few tips for making your cover letter the best it can be. Gather all necessary information first. This includes the job description, name of the hiring manager, and any other research you've gathered about the company. Address your letter to a specific individual. If this isn't possible, use a gender-neutral greeting like Dear Hiring Manager or Staff Selection Team. No matter what you're writing, it's always a good idea to start with a rough draft, and that goes for cover letters too. A rough draft will help you get your thoughts in order before you write the final version. Proofreading your draft is also important, but don't rely solely on your own revision. Have someone edit and proofread your cover letter before you send it out. Practicing good writing techniques is another important part of crafting a well-written cover letter. Use active verbs in the present tense. For example, I consistently exceed customer expectations by offering personal attention and product expertise. Finally, format your cover letter to be easy to read. Use single-space paragraphs and a default font that's easy to read, such as Times New Roman, Arial, or Tahoma. Highlight your qualifications with bullet points or bold text, and be sure to keep your cover letter to one page. A cover letter is your opportunity to showcase yourself as the right person for a position. Devoting the time and effort necessary to write your cover letter can help strengthen your chances of securing an interview, and possibly a job.
Excellent! This time, we will discuss on the application for college admission. College admission letter, also referred to as the letter of intent, is a one-page letter required for college and university admission. The sender writes a letter to briefly discuss his intention for attending the college program. College admission essay, or known as statement of purpose or personal statement, is an essay written by the student applicant to answer the essay topics given by the admission office. Determine the program you want to take, followed by a thorough research on program structure. Then reflect on your purpose in enrolling the course, your achievements, and future goals. Decide the format to use in writing a letter. If there is no required format, write the letter in a full block style, meaning all parts are aligned to the left with a format of 1-inch margin, 12-point font size, and single-spaced paragraph. Now, we will proceed on writing your college admission letter. Are you ready? All right, let's get started. Number 1, heading, date, and inside address. Number 2, greeting or salutation. Number 3, the body. Number 4, complimentary close. And number 5, signature and sender's identification. Let us proceed on how to write a college admission essay. Admission essays have a limit of 200 to 500 words and usually answers assigned topic. The challenge here is to showcase you as the right candidate for their university in a limited number of words. Remember that the purpose of this essay is to know more of your personality without repeating what is written in the profile or registration form. It should answer the question or topic clearly. To continue with, there are 3 major parts of this essay writing. Number 1, introduction. Number 2, content. And number 3, conclusion. Great! I do hope that you really are following those parts. Now, let me give you some tips on how to write a good essay. In writing a college admission letter, use a full block style or the format prescribed by the college. In writing a college admission essay, answer the questions directly and state specific experiences and/or achievements to support your answer. Make sure that it is written in a positive tone, well written, and free of errors. Good! You're doing well! This time, we will discover on how to identify the last purposeful writing for professions, and that is writing an office correspondence. Here it is. And tips. Number 1, make sure the office correspondence is concise and easy to understand. It is recommended for a correspondence to have brief sentences and paragraphs, for the employees tend to read it quickly. Number 2, controlling the tone of writing is important in any office correspondence. It should not sound too formal or too informal. What are the 4 purposeful writing for profession? The answer is correct. Wow, you are doing a great job today. So I have here some questions for you to identify if it is A, resume, B, application for employment, C, application for college admission, and D, various forms of office correspondence. Are you ready? It is a piece of paper which contains a summary of an applicant's personal information, educational background, skills, and work experiences. Did you get it? Resume. Great! How about this? It is referred to as the letter of intent and is a one-page letter required for college and university admission. The sender writes a letter to briefly discuss his intention for attending the college program. Are you able to guess? College admission. Good job! And this. It is also known as the business correspondence, a written exchange of internal and external communication to support all business processes. Is your answer correct? Office correspondence. How about this, class? Is a one-page letter, also known as job application letter or cover letter, attached to the resume when applying for jobs. Did you guess it right? Application for employment. Hooray! Excellent job, my dear students! To summarize the discussion of this lesson, what are your takeaways? Please write at least 5 on your reading and writing notebook. And that's all for today. Please answer the activities found on your self-learning modules. See you in our next episode. Remember, educating the mind is useless without a soul. Good day!